Dead men tell no tales. Or do they? What the Dead Men Say is the latest album from the band Trivium. And yes, I know this is extremely late. I did this review back when the album actually came out, and it's just been sitting in my notes. My first experience with this band was back when The Crusade, my favorite album from them by the way, came out. The first band was called Gospel of Fire, and we wanted to play a song with the word fire in the title. And we had a band member who was extremely into Trivium at the time, and this was before Trivium got, big. They were mini big. And he showed us the song Anthem, We Are the Fire. Instantly, I fell in love with the classic thrashy sounds mixed with more modern metal sounds. Remember, at this time, if you watch my previous videos, this is when I was just really getting into metal. I was about halfway through my Megadeth journey at this time. Fast forward to today, and they are still going strong and remain one of my most listened to bands. This should be fun. Hey look, an intro at the beginning of the album. Are you listening, Testament? It does its job. Nothing crazy, but it's very atmospheric with a slower version of a riff we're going to hear again very soon. Builds up perfectly though into What the Dead Men Say, the title track. I will say the song has flavors akin to Stone Sour, at least with the main riff and chorus, mixed with your Trivium flair. We bring back the riff that was introduced in 9, but it's not full speed. And it's a killer. The Stone Sour slip noddiness comes back again during the bridge. It fits. Overall, it's a pretty solid 1-2 punch to open up the album. First time I heard this song, and this still really holds true to this day, I feel the main riff is oversimplified in this song. Does it sound good? Yes. Yes, it does. But it sounds somewhat like a beginner's guide to metal. Again, it does sound good, especially once the harmonies start to kick in. However, this song contains probably one of the best vocal performances by Matt, especially post-solo and in the final chorus. That long held note is brilliant. It's great vocally, just a little light on the music end. Like a good song if you're trying to learn how to play and sing at the same time. A lot of metal artists make this a lot easier than it actually is. No. The bridge though is a good change of pace with its off-pace gallop section. I'm not exactly sure what it's called. It's not a full gallop, but it's not a straight pedal. I'll go with a 2-step gallop. It's different and pretty sweet. Amongst the shadows and the stones. This song is absolutely blistering, just like this heat wave we're going through right now. Right from the get-go, it punches you in the face with Trivium's brand of thrash, especially the pre-chorus section. It is pure adrenaline, as is the chorus. Essentially, it's a roller coaster ride with no reprieve, and it is the perfect follow-up to the mainly melodic intro to this album. The solo section has a very nice bounce to it, and the melody in there is very modern Metallica in the good way. The song just flows through nicely and is probably my favorite of the album. It's a complete package. That bass though, song feels very different. The main riff is very punchy and lands hard on the root notes. It's very punctual. I'm a little undecided though if overall I like or dislike this song. It's a bit of both. The song in its entirety really is a contrast of itself. Feels a bit more like album filler, honestly. Wouldn't say it's skip worthy, as it still keeps you interested. I don't know, again, it's a very mixed bag. I feel like this song is more akin to Crusade era Trivium, and Matt said the same thing when he did the album stream with him performing the entire album. If you haven't watched that, go back into, I believe he put it on YouTube channel. Check it out, it's pretty sweet. You mainly come to this song for its fantastic chorus. The rest of the song is pretty great too, but the chorus, me like. This song has become a fan favorite, and it's really easy to see why. Extremely accessible to new and old fans alike. I'll be upfront with this one, I am not the biggest fan of this song. Not saying it's a bad song, because it's most certainly not. I just don't really resonate with it. However, from the halfway bridge point on, I love it. The way the riff evolves and is used in multiple ways is great. It's like two different songs. Alex goes off with his drumming. Dude is a damn good drummer. The song loses me again though with the melodic riff that's kind of random, acting as a filler to bring it back into the main meat of the song. Good with the not as good. It's a tragic song. True story, written by Corey when he was scattering the ashes of his deceased grandmother with his father. The music sounds actually somewhat upbeat, hiding an inner darkness. It's a very, very fitting theme to this. I will say the bridge and chorus kind of make me think of Five Finger Death Punch, musically and lyrically. It does sound good. Paulo takes actually lead vocals pre-solo, and it's a really nice contrast. He has a much higher register than Matt. Song follows the motions for the most part to the end of the song. It's a pretty solid song. I feel like I've heard the riffs in the beginning of this song before. Nonetheless, they have a great flow to them. I'm a little indifferent to the melody and the riffs themselves, accompanied by kinda boring drumming. The chorus though, once again, is what shines. It morphs as it goes, and it's great. Before and during the solo, the riffs kinda remind me of Backbone from Gojira. I am a fan of the unpredictability of the song, with its non-linear progression. The closing riff is great. And I just know whenever Matt gets to play the song live again, he's just gonna be screaming, "Circle!" all the time. Closing track. Very melodic for the verses. It goes back to thrash sounds during the bridge, with flavors of Metallica once again during the vocal melodies. The chorus brings back the overall melodic feeling of this song, while still maintaining that sharp thrash sound to it. After the second chorus, I love the bridge and solo sections. Harmonies abound and it sounds fantastic. One last chorus, and we fade out once again with the ongoing harmony, but with an octave higher going along with it and a sweeping melody to it. Overall, I can easily say this is my favorite album since Crusade. One thing I will say it's mainly lacking from this album, it's missing that one epic song, like on Shogun. Even so, this album is fantastic. Great display of musicianship and metal mastery you've come to expect from Trivium. This album has been out long enough at this point that if you've still not given this one a spin, I highly suggest you do so. Well, thank you for checking my review of What the Dead Men Say. This is Fenrirock signing off, reminding you if you could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball.